Hello there, YouTube. It's your boy Josh Ox,
It's your boy Tay.
and this is another episode of Sports Talk 10 Josh. And this is a special edition. We're gonna do Last of Us episode 4 review. So just give me a warning. We will discuss some spoilers. Not a play-by-play, but we'll discuss spoilers. So make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and also leave a comment, whether you agree or disagree with our comment. Okay? All right. So Tay, first reaction, episode 4. Did you like it? Love it? Hate it? What you?
Um, Definitely went back to the pace of the first two episodes. So
Mm,
we're back. It looks like we're getting back to the action side of the series, as we would
yes.
say.
Hmm.
Um, Overall, I did like the episode. I did like how they went from continuing from them leaving from Bill's compound to going to Kansas City.
Hmm.
Uh, a lot of people didn't know they did switch it. I'm pretty sure if you know the game, it was this part of it was based in Pittsburgh, but they did change it to Kansas City because they're going to, I believe, Wyoming. So they switched that whole mode to go to Kansas City. So Kansas City is gonna be the closest to that resemblance. But we get the first look of the militia slash rebellion group in Kansas City. That fought off the military and took over in Kansas City. I think the new character name is Kathleen, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's Kathleen.
Um,
Kathleen's her name.
yeah, we find out she's the rebel, the rebellion
The
leader
leader.
of the
Hmm.
group. Um, and we see how they set people up out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Luckily enough, Joe has been smuggling enough that he knows the setups. you know,
Nah,
so,
he was he already was hip to it, so he already
yeah,
knew it was a setup. Yeah.
yeah.
I actually like this episode, even though Ellie, you know what I mean, she should have aimed for the head, you know what I mean, like Thor should have did with Thanos, but she didn't. But I'm joking with the guy. I'm joking. It's a bad joke, bad joke. But it was actually a good introduction,
Mm.
even though I would say not my favorite episode so far of the season, but I would say it was a good introduction to a different part of the story.
Yeah,
Because
now we're
I
gonna get
look,
to the.
because I do want to see I still want to see more about Sam and Henry, like
Yeah,
why they hunting
yeah.
for him. They didn't really give a lot of detail why they hunt. I'm assuming that maybe they snitched on them, maybe in the past, some type of. It seemed like Kathleen is full out on revenge, and
And
from
it,
this.
and it's right after Henry. It ain't nobody else but him. Like
It gotta
she's
be. She was looking for both of them, so she probably it gotta be something they did. Maybe they snitched when Federer was in charge in Kansas City. Could have been, and a lot of people maybe her close family, friends, and somebody passed away, got killed. Maybe.
it might have been that. Might have been a thing where they turned their back on the rebellion and she just want to take them out. We don't like. We won't know until probably the up and
Uh,
coming episode. But
what you think
yeah, but
about the
she did
dad?
got it in.
What you think about the dad jokes?
Oh, that I mean,
The
they
bad
that
dad she was getting from
yeah,
the pump book. It
yeah.
was pretty bad,
Dad jokes are they're funny, but they're like cringy at the same time. They will always be that. So
but how you feel about the bond too? Ellie and Joel getting the bond now. He showed her how to hold the gun and stuff like that.
yeah, I mean it was in due time. At some point, they're gonna have to protect each other, which we have seen they did have to protect
Yeah,
each other.
because Joel
So
stayed up all night. Then he had to drive
yeah,
away to Kansas City. That's why he was drinking those 2 cups of coffee.
yeah,
Yeah, so
13 hours too. 13 hours straight on top of that.
even though
That's
Ellie
a
saw messed it up, she didn't look at the map right. But we're not going to talk about that.
yeah.
I'm assuming they didn't have Waze and Google Maps was available during this. This predate Google Maps and
You gotta
Waze. So
remember she was
yeah, yeah. Come on,
yeah,
bro.
you
They
gotta
still
remember
had
she was
cassette tapes, bro. They had cassette tapes. They was stuck in the past. They put out a
yeah,
cassette.
bro. Ellie was not born in this tech era. She was born in a. She
Bro,
was literally born in the
the
Firefly.
apocalypse came before the tech era. There was no iPhone. This predate iPhone, bro.
Exactly.
This 2003, bro. The first iPhone didn't come out to 2007.
she don't know no tech stuff. So
I
every
think I think
MapQuest
that I
wasn't
think the
around.
closest thing I think the closest thing to a smartphone was like a BlackBerry, maybe a flip
Exactly.
phone. It's probably the highest technology. 2003 it wasn't the Motorola Razr, it was like the iPhone or cell phones,
Something like that.
something like
Yeah.
that. I can't remember all the phones. I'm showing my
But
age now.
yeah, but the fact that this is around that time when everything, as far as like technology that we know, is gone. So
Hmm.
the only way they could get around was the actual physical state maps. Um.
Hey,
So but the fact that she never been in a car also showed it too, though. So I was like, oh shoot, here we
but
they about
it
to
makes
set her
sense.
up.
It makes sense she haven't been in the car. If
Yeah,
you look at the time, it makes sense.
yeah. Like I said, she never left the lab. She never left that. She never left that building until she's going to with Joe. Outside of that, she was in that compound since birth, pretty much.
Yeah,
So you know,
I'm
but
thinking
yeah,
anything else. It ended on a bang too, as well. It ended, with Sam and Henry. Pretty much met him when he
going
was
through
laying
that.
down. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, now the thing is, the rebellion group, because now we see that they hold on to a lot more secrets than was led on to be in the city, pretty much, or for the town. He held back some stuff from the group. Perry, him as well. Which I found out that was actually the original actor played Tommy in the game, but they gave
Yeah.
him a role as that guy. So I was like, all right,
Yeah.
bet. I knew the voice sounded familiar when I heard him. I was like, all right, I know exactly who that is. But I'm waiting to see how Kathleen is going to try to push this, because right now it looks like she ain't gonna make it. The way this is looking,
Well, yeah. That
it
make
looks
me go
like it.
down. That made me go down back. I may have to skip to the prediction because this was like a good introduction. I would say it was a introduction to like Kansas City, maybe to a
Mm-hmm.
new party, like the Kansas City Rebellion. I'm just gonna call them the Rebellion Union. Did they give them a name? I'm trying to think.
No, there's never a name. It's
Oh,
just
you know how
the
they have a name for the organization, the rebellious group. I'm trying to think.
yeah.
I don't think they said the name. I don't think so.
No, I think they just got a joint that said "We the People" and stuff like that. Like they got no name per se. They just a malicious group, pretty much, a rebellion malicious group,
Hmm.
militia. Yeah. So, um, yeah, but I don't think she's gonna make it. Like I truly believe she ain't gonna make it. But am I gonna say Henry or Sam gonna do it? Probably not. I think it's gonna probably be Joel, or it
Hmm.
might be Ellie. Truthfully, Ellie might do it. Um,
Dang. So
because
you predicting she gonna be on a Rest in Peace shirt? That's what you predicted.
yeah, she gonna be done. She gonna be done. I don't know who's gonna do it, but somebody gonna do it.
Uh,
It might be for real. It might be the surprise in that ground. Might do it. Who knows?
oh yeah, cause they saw the trailer
We know what it
showed
is.
for we all know for
We know what
episode
it is.
5 they did the bloater. They introduced the
Yeah.
bloater coming out.
Yes.
I'm just letting you
It's a
know it's
bloater.
not a spoiler. It's not really a spoiler. The trailer's released. You can watch the trailer right now, like
Yeah.
as we speak. Yeah, so
Episode 5 will show the bloater. Like it really will
yeah,
show the
man, they
bloater.
not holding
So
nobody. They getting straight to the case. I was like, wow.
yeah, episode 5 is straight bloater. You will see, and I truly believe he's gonna do some damage.
Yeah.
So um. But I did like I said, I do like the fact that like you brought up, I do like the fact that they did bring the Joel and Ellie relationship, as far as like him showing her how to use the gun, her helping him. I mean, her helping him live with the
Yeah,
dude.
she did save him. She did save
She
him.
saved him. Yeah, she saved him. Um, and I want to say like now, and then by him, pretty much like you said, staying up, making sure she's safe. She kind of a little bit opened up until she said she did have to hurt somebody. We already know who she had to hurt
Mhm.
because of if you got the DLC, you already know who it is. Well,
Yeah.
which they probably gonna go into it
They
at
might do
some
a
point.
flashback because it looked like they're going
Yeah,
back and forth, so they might do a little flashback.
yeah. So we already know who that's going to be. At the person that she had to hurt, we already know that's probably going to have to be Riley from the BLC. So
All right. So what we get is show a rating 0 to 10 or negative if you that petty.
No, I ain't that petty. I say 7.8.
Yeah, I'm
It's
saying
not
that it's
quite an
not an
8.
8. I'm just gonna say that I'm just gonna give it like a 7.5, 7.6. Because I feel like it's a build up for episode
Yeah,
5. That's what it felt like.
exactly.
So I think episode 5 is. I want to say episode 4 is not. Ooh, would this be the weakest episode so far of the season? It might be
No,
episode 4. Might be episode 4.
well, a lot of people say episode 3, but I
Episode 3
don't
was
know.
actually not that bad. We watched it multiple times before we got. I don't think episode 3 was that
Yeah, but
bad. It
I
was
don't
just
think it's that
slow.
bad. Yeah,
Only con I say it was just slow pace outside of
yeah,
killing the Raiders.
yeah.
That's the only thing of pushback I really would give episode 3.
So yeah, episode 4. Yeah, it's probably because, like I said, it's the build up. Because now we starting to see the build up, and we actually getting a true villain. For Joel and Ellie right now.
Mhm.
You know, and she was ruthless too. She did kill that doctor. She killed the doctor on top of that.
Man, she was coming up with excuses to kill people, man. She made
Yeah,
up
she
a
did.
whole lie
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about Sam and Henry sent them, so we got to search
yeah.
and pretty much went on a rampage, which might be her downfall because she's seeking revenge as opposed to she the new leadership.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah,
being leadership, yeah,
yeah.
because she did, like I said, because at first, her little sign, well, it was the military sign though. They're saying that they keep doctors, nurses, and all them alive, and then they kept them, then they like kind of like kept them into that little like metal crate the whole time, trying to get information out of him, and then he's like, I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
but I guess when she
So,
saw the two bodies from Joel and Ellie, that she just snapped, and she's like, you know what?
which was self defense, by the way. It's not like you know what I mean. It's not like they were shooting at them to for a meet and greet. Welcome to Kansas City. You get
Exactly.
what I'm
Like,
trying
come
to say?
on. Yeah.
Wasn't a very welcoming visit. We just gonna say that. I'm
This
just gonna
ain't
say that.
was your formal welcome to Kansas City moment. Nah, it was none of
Oh,
that.
okay. Well, I think I'm gonna give it like a
But
7.6, seven point
yeah,
seven. It's not a quite
but we ain't
8.
gonna let that slide that your man did the most terrible job acting of showing that he was not hurt the whole time. That was terrible. Not saying the actor itself, but I'm talking about like that scene. That acting was terrible. Meaning he did not look hurt enough for them to be like, oh snap, we should go ahead and help him. None of that. Joe was like, no, I'm not helping him. Hell no. Let me get up out. Let me get
Yeah,
up
it was a
out of
setup.
here. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So any
I'm
predictions of
at
next episode 5 outside of the bloaters? They sort of spoiled
I think this might be the episode where Henry and Sam might be short lived. I think this might be the episode where Sam get bit and
that. Yeah.
Henry.
I think one of them are going. I think one of them not going to make it. Just by from
Yeah.
the looks of it.
See, but the thing is, I don't know how they like because they're going different from the game. I don't know if they're going to go exactly the way like I said, like Sam get bit, or they just might flat out just have him getting killed from the bloater or whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
But I say
I
that
do want to see
and
them take down the bloater. I want to see if they're going to do it just like the game.
exactly see how they're going to take it down. Yeah,
I'm curious
yeah.
how. That's why. And just again, it's going to be on Friday instead of Sunday, so that's a big plus because of the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. So
Because of Super Bowl, yeah, they ain't want to
yeah.
interfere with the NFL, so they releasing it on Friday, early release.
I think people still would have watched it on Super Bowl. They would have watched it like right after. If they would have moved it up, you get what I'm trying to
It's,
say? Moved it after the
yeah,
Super Bowl or moved it up earlier that day, they could have still got it. They still could have did it.
shoot, not even that. It's streaming. You can still have it on Sunday and everybody watch it anyway. I mean, they gonna really,
I would say, but they get most of their views on it when it first dropped.
yeah, when it first dropped, yeah,
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 they could. Friday's good because they give people 2 days to watch for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and then on top of that,
That's smart.
and truthfully, it ain't nothing really out on Friday either. So it's like they actually
Yeah,
playing guys
they
on
don't really have
Thursday.
they don't really have no competition really.
Yeah. So
All right.
um,
So
yeah,
I think we ended
any other
here. I think that was a
do
good
you got any more
conversation.
predictions? Yeah, you got any
They
more
just gonna
predictions?
probably explain more about Sam and Henry. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, I think
And
it's gonna
pretty
be their
much my
origin story.
prediction is Sam and Henry gonna take, Ellie and Joe along. And pretty
Hmm.
much the militia, the rebellion is gonna find them eventually and they're gonna get to a battle. And I think
Yeah,
that's when the bloat is gonna come out. So it looks like they accidentally bombed or fired on
yeah.
maybe a house full of affected. That's what it looks like from the trailer. I'm going a little bit off what I know so far plus the trailer. So that's what it looked like.
Yeah, it does look like because even from the trailer,
And
from the
one of
actual trailer,
Sam or Henry, one of them is going to die. That's my
yeah,
prediction. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Because actually, if they go off the game, they both die, but I don't know how they were gonna play it out. That's the thing that like, because
It's not going to
ain't
be
no,
exactly like the
it's
video
not
game.
gonna
It's
be
going to be
exactly,
like
yeah,
I'm going to use the word. It's going to be similar to the video game. I
yeah.
wouldn't use the word. It's going to be the
Plus, with
same.
this, like kind of like with like how rating, I mean, with TV, the FCC and all that. I don't think they can really play it out like suicide and that whole thing.
But it's HBO, bro. HBO a little different. If it was regular Fox 5, TV, Channel 7, Channel ABC, CBS,
Yeah, but
you
they don't really don't show suicide like that on HBO. Not like they used to, at least.
yeah, but I can see HBO doing it for this
Yeah.
type of. All right, so peace and hair grease. We're gonna end it here.
Peace and love y'all. And
Hit the like
y'all
button
look
and
out.
comment, subscribe whether you agree or disagree with us.
Yep.
Deuces.
Peace out, y'all.